Hey guys, thanks for sticking around and then stopping back by. Um, as you know, I dropped off the face of the earth for a couple of weeks. Did a video a little over 2 weeks ago now. It feels like 3 months ago now. Been battling the vid, and it's been a long, slow recovery. I'm nowhere near 100% even now. I'm probably closer to 65, maybe 66% today. Had some other things in the works as well. Last Saturday I went up and sat in with Walter Hudson as we filled in for Mitch Berg on the Northern Alliance Radio. Yeah, that's what it is, up at AM 1280 The Patriot. Finally did another full episode with Bella and Walter last night on Bella D'Angelo's show. It's actually, I needed the break. I kept having people say, hey, slow down, just take it easy, there's time to get out messages, don't, you're overdoing it. We can tell you're tired and you're exhausted, you got a lot going on, and I got a lot going on. It's a lot of irons in the fire and a lot of things that I'm fighting through and working with. As many of you know, I've been in a fight for several months, going back to really the end of January, and it's not getting any better. I wouldn't say it's gotten worse, but it certainly hasn't gotten any better. Man alive, I look like I've lost weight. Not quite at the Jenny Crank level, but I sure do look like I've lost weight, don't I? Anyway, but I've been involved in a few other things, some conversations. Still working with the United Patriots for Accountability over in Owatonna. I'm still in communication with Lisa Hansen from the Interchange and what she's got going on. Folks, we've got to stay active. We've got to stay united. We've got to stay involved. It's the nature of the beast right now, ladies and gentlemen. We are in a position where they want us to take our eye off the ball. They're a lot like Lucy, and we're a lot like Charlie Brown. They're holding the ball and telling us to come and kick it, and they want us to look away as they pull the ball away at the last minute and change things up on us. But we can't do that. We cannot take our eye off the ball right now. They're trying with distractions. Afghanistan is a great distraction for them. They've got patriotic, military member-loving people pissed as all hell about what's happening over there, thinking about all the boys especially that have, the men that have died in the line of duty for Afghanistan. We should have never been there, period. We had no business in Afghanistan. We had no business in Iraq. You know what? We had no business in the Middle East, period. 9/11 happened. We could have dealt with it differently, but every administration from the first Bush administration through Clinton to Bush to Obama to Trump to Biden, they've done their warmongering crap and their nation-building crap, and we're paying for it now. Now, some people are speculating that what's happening in Afghanistan is not happening in Afghanistan, that it's all a big conspiracy. Don't get wrapped up in that rabbit trail. Don't let yourself get sucked down into that, because that'll just take your eye off of what we need to be focusing on. Continue to pray for the military members that are in these places that they have no business being in, period. Pray for their safety, pray for them to stay strong, but also remember that all of this stuff that's going on is a distraction. They want our minds off of what's happening at our border as they bring people into the United States to overwhelm us with new rounds of oppressed people. They want our minds off of the fact that these people are coming in and they're bringing the vid in with them, the Coof in with them, and numbers are going up. While they call events like Sturgis a super spreader, and now have said that the rates of infection in South Dakota have quintupled, but nothing's happened with the damn near 1 million people that were at Lollapalooza in Chicago. It's all obfuscation. It's all misdirection. All right. And that's what they want us to do. They want us to focus on those things. They want us to think about that. They want us to not be, they want us scared. They want us absolutely scared. And look, and here's a person who's fought the Coof. I fought it. Sucks. It's been dragging on. You can hear it in my voice. You can probably see it in my face. It's dragging on. It drags on. It sucks. It's like a bad flu. It's what it is. It's a bad flu. It's a bad cold. It's horrible. I wouldn't wish it on anybody. That's not necessarily true either, TC. But it's not what they're making it out to be. They want us terrified and psyched out. They want us willing and compliant when it comes to the Coof Jab. They want us to be afraid. They want us to freak out and start putting face coverings back on. They don't want to have to start mandating it. Oregon is, even outside now. They don't have to do it because we're in an election cycle. We're constantly in an election cycle. But they want all of this going on to keep us terrified. They want us at each other's throats. They want us divided. They want to see us set up into two different classes of people right now. It's another level of class warfare. The jabbed and the unjabbed. We've got doctors out there that staged a walkout because of unjabbed people and how they feel like they can't do their jobs because unjabbed people are making their jobs harder and they're being irresponsible. We'll have a video conversation sometime about all of the other irresponsible medical ailments that could be avoided without even having to get the jab, but they're okay with treating all of that garbage. So they're working to pit us against each other. Now, to that end, make sure you're staying involved in your local school districts. Make sure you're staying involved with your local city councils. Rochester City Council voted down Kim Norton's emergency power declaration last week on Thursday. That was an amazing thing to watch. I hope they stand their ground on this one. I hope that Kim Norton has been duly swatted down and that she understands that she's not the high potentate of the international city of Rochester. We've got school boards like the Owatonna School Board that's really ramping up the propaganda when it comes to critical race theory, and we've got some evidence that they've lied. I'm going to be having some of the ladies on from the United Patriots for Accountability. We're going to be having a conversation about some of their experiences here over the next couple of weeks. Lisa's continuing to fight over in Albert Lea. And on Sunday, Saturday there's a medical freedom rally at the People's State of Marxisota's Capitol grounds. There's a medical freedom rally up there, rallying behind nurses and doctors and other care providers who are going to refuse to take the jab. And there are quite a few of them. I've got a couple of nurses, RNs, that are actually going to be coming on the program now that I'm feeling better. We're going to have Lorene from Bittersweet Chocolates is going to be coming on hopefully this week to talk about being canceled there and how Antifa and Black Lives Matter involved in insinuating themselves into that situation. And the gal that actually started the war on her is running for city council up there as well. We're going to be having Cynthia Schmidt on to talk to her about her fight in that same school district. And on Sunday, there's a We the People rally at JR's Barn. JR's Barn. It's a beautiful venue, is what I've been told. It's being put on by Minnesotans for Freedom. I strongly encourage you, if you have the time, to show up at JR's Barn between 11:30 and 12. There's a worship service at 11:30 on Sunday, and then there is a whole slot of speakers. Julie Quist from she fights on the social studies curriculum end here in Minnesota. She's got a lot of wonderful information. Eric Mortenson's going to be there. Mike Murphy's running for governor is going to be there. Lynn Torgerson's going to be there. There are going to be other speakers there. Keith Haskell is going to be speaking. Rowdy from the Rowdy Podcast is going to be there speaking. I'm thinking about going. I don't know if I'll be there or not, but I would strongly encourage you to go. Here's why. We need to be united, and it's a great place to go and network, rub elbows, talk to other people so that you're not feeling alone. I'm over here in the corner of Minnesota where I'm alone. I'm alone. I mean, there are people who I know agree with me, but for the most part, I'm alone where I'm at. And this is going to be a good place to go and meet other people and to network, to exchange information, and to get to know one another. Once again, JR's Barn in Waldorf, Minnesota, starting at 11:30 with worship speakers at noon. Come over, meet people, meet them face to face, get to know them, find out that you're not alone, find out that this isn't just a rock star thing where names that you know from YouTube and TikTok and others aren't the only ones that are saying these things. You get to meet other people like me who feel alone. And I can't encourage you enough to be there. There's been a lot of work and a lot of effort that's been put into this. There's been some disappointments in this, but I think that those disappointments are going to make this an even better event. And I say that because what happens is sometimes we get our expectations up for clout. It's happened with some of the stuff that I've tried to put on. And whether there's 50 people there or 500 people there or 2,000 people there, what matters is that people are there, they're networking, they're hearing a message, and they're taking that back, and they're having those conversations across their backyard fence, in their backyards with their neighbors, in the front yard with the person who's walking by, at the local gas station. So once again, it's a We the People rally on Sunday, this coming Sunday, just 4 days from now, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, 4 days from now. Waldorf, Minnesota, JR's Barn. Please go. Please show up. That's all I can ask. If you see me, say hi. Like I said, I'm thinking about going to see how I'm feeling. I don't know that if everybody's going to want me there, honestly. I'm kind of a polarizing figure in the patriotic movement in Minnesota. But I'm a constitutionalist, and I love the people that are putting this on and the people that are supporting them. So do what you can to be there. You go to church in the morning with your congregation and then make the drive. Most of you meet early enough that unless you're several hours away, you can make the drive over there if you'd prefer to gather with your congregation. I know I've been quiet. Like I said, I've had a lot going on. Got a lot of things on my mind. I'm in a fight, and I needed to take a step back, and God used the Coof to slow me down. And I'm thankful for it. One, I've got an experience that when people go, well, you just wait until you know somebody that's had it. First of all, I have known people that have had it. Second of all, now I've had it. But it's been an experience where I've had to step back and say, it isn't just about what I have to say. Sometimes I need to listen, and I've been doing a lot of listening over the last few weeks. A lot of listening. And I'm encouraged, but I'm also very concerned for the direction of this country. And we're going to talk a lot about that in coming weeks. And when the gloves really start to come off, and we're going to know exactly here at the Minnesota Black Robe Regiment, we're going to know exactly what that's going to look like here, I would say probably real soon. When the gloves start to come off, there's going to be a lot of people in public servants, elected and appointed positions, that are going to have the light exposed on them for just how fundamentally flawed and crooked and corrupt they are. And some of them are people that you're not going to expect. Some of them you won't be surprised by. But once again, please show up. Go to the Medical Freedom Rally if you can on Saturday at the Capitol Building. And then show up at Sunday in Waldorf, here in Minnesota, JR's Barn. Listen to the slate of speakers. Be there for the entire event. Network, exchange phone numbers, exchange emails, and get to know each other and know you're not alone. As always, make sure that you're subscribed down there. Hit the bell icon to get notifications. And then like, comment, and share. And until next time, Sic Semper Tyrannis.